Are you considering advertising on Google? Here are 5 reasons maybe you shouldn't. Number 1, you are a really uncommon tour. So this is the type of tour that maybe you have, it's like an underground, not well known, or it's a very specific feature that is it's not something that people really look for, it's something they have to be told about and then they think it's cool. And the problem with that is, with Google, you bid on keywords. In order to bid on keywords, you have to have some search volume. That means people actually have to be looking for what you're trying to buy. And if you're a really uncommon tour, people probably aren't searching for it. Another thing is, if they are searching for it and you are uncommon, you're probably showing up top ranked without any ad competition to begin with, so therefore there's no need to try to even spend the money. One of the big things you find out is, even if you had a budget, let's say $500, if it's really uncommon, there's not a lot of people searching for it, you can't even spend that money if you tried. Don't even walk down that path, don't even worry about it. Google AdWords just probably isn't for you if you are an uncommon tour. Someplace that might be good for you is Facebook. That's coming up in a video soon. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to catch that video. The second reason you shouldn't be on Google, you have a really low cost tour or maybe even a free tour, and the lifetime value of a customer really isn't that high. So these are walking tours, some short food tours, maybe one of these cocktail tours that you see around cities where the ticket prices are 10, 15 bucks, or maybe they're free and you're just looking to get tips. Google AdWords does cost money, and typically you're looking at around $1 per click. Even if your conversion rate is really high, that's looking at a customer acquisition cost of maybe $5, $10, or $15. If you're charging a $5, $10, $15 tour, just to pay to get that customer probably isn't worth it because you're eating all into your margin. So if you're a really low cost tour or a free tour, then Google AdWords probably isn't for you. Now, if you are a low cost or free tour, you've got a really great lifetime value, or you upsell the customer into something else, then it might be worthwhile, but really any of those low prices, probably not a good bet. Typically from our angle, we look at tours that are about the $100 price point. So these are ATV tours, jet ski rentals, skydive, hot air balloon. Those are the bread and butter. Those things work really well for us. Number 3, don't advertise on Google if you are the only tour in that area. This goes back to what I said in the beginning. If people are looking for you and there's not a lot of competition, if they're searching for you and you're showing up number 1, number 2, number 3 in the organic search results that you're not paying for, there's probably not a really big need to advertise there to begin with. Now, this is a little bit different if there's some competition and you want to make sure you just push them down the page a little bit. But overall, if there's not a lot of competition in the area, it goes back to what I said in the beginning about search activity, is if everyone's searching for you and you're the only one available, the search activity is going to be either very low or they're going to find you organically. So maybe you should be focusing your time on Google AdWords. Maybe you should be focusing your time on other marketing channels. The 4th reason you shouldn't be advertising on Google is if you are scraping to get by, living paycheck to paycheck, or your tour is just not that profitable. If you're investing in getting traffic and you're already not profitable, basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna get more sales, yes, but the profit that's built into those sales isn't gonna pay for the ads in the long term. So you might get a little bit of a boost, but overall it's just gonna end up going the wrong way for you. So if that's the case where you're just not very profitable, you need to find a way to make profit out of what you have and invest that profit into ads to then grow and scale. If you pay for the traffic, you pay for the sale, you pay for the customer, but you're not making money at the end of the day, you're basically just giving your money to Google, and that downward trend is going to continue. If you want a really good resource, if you're in that spot, there is a company called Polymath, owned by Ingrid Edstrom. She's an incredible accountant. She focuses on profitability for tours. I'll link below so that way you guys have it. But if you're in that spot, don't invest in Google AdWords. And finally, this one's somewhat related to number 4, but number 5 is if you don't have time to manage the AdWords yourself, or you don't have time or money to invest in someone else to manage it for you. One of the biggest things that I see that tours do is they set up a Google AdWords account, it works for a little bit, but they don't look at it, and months go by and they are just spending thousands of dollars and not even realizing that they're just losing that money. If you don't have the time to learn AdWords, you don't have the time to manage it, check on it, make sure that it's still operating okay, making sure you're putting in negative keywords, if you don't have the time or a person to invest the time into that, or the money to invest in an agency or a freelancer, then that's probably just gonna end up wasting your money over time. So focus your efforts on profitability, scaling your business, maybe hiring a person to oversee that or hiring an agency to oversee that. But if you're at the point where you just can't spend the time looking at it, then probably don't start right there. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope that was really useful. If you watched this video, hadn't seen the previous video, the 5 reasons you should be advertising on Google, make sure you check that out. I'll link it below. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit like. If you have any questions on AdWords for tours, be sure to comment and I will be happy to help you out. Thanks so much. Have a good one. See you later.